Alright, there you YouTubers. So this is my blog. Every day I will be doing an upload every night to tell you what sort of day I've had. It'll be like 1 to 10 on a score. So if I smell bad tomorrow, I'll say to you 9 out of 10. Alright, there YouTubers. On my broadcast for another 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, sorry. Oh, no, yeah. So I will be telling you from a score from 0 to 10 how my day's been. Like tomorrow, on Friday, if I have a good day and I've heard no comments from people, because I've got my own transport, I don't need to go on public transport anymore. So I haven't got to put up with the abuse, because I tell you what happens in the past, in the past, is where I've got on a bus and my body and my fish odor syndrome kicks in. Sometimes I can't smell it myself, but I get on a bus and you know people noticing the smell. Might not notice me, but then you hear people saying someone's not had a wash today. Someone stinks of fish on here, and when you hear all these remarks day in day out, it doesn't do you any good. It hurts your feelings. Then it makes you want to stay in the house all week and away from people. You get withdrawn and you got to live a horrible life. Then if I stay in all week, I not do any exercise, I put weight on, and it gives me more health problems. I have done soul farming. In the past over fish odor syndrome, because before I got diagnosed, 1990 to 2005, till I got diagnosed, 15-year gap, I've seen so many different GPs from different GP surgeries, and I went asking for, and they thought it was all in my head. They sent me off packing, so I had to go on the sick sometimes for being depressed, because I didn't want to face the outside world, and living with fish odor syndrome is not easy. I did soul farming, but after when I got diagnosed, I didn't do soul farming anymore, because some people was listening and understanding my condition. And say if I go somewhere tomorrow, and some people not know what it is, they don't know what I have to go through in life. I don't normally like talking about it, but why shall I hide away? What have I got to hide away for? Why should I let it take over my life? And that day is, I don't like being in a confined space, because when people start, because I was doing access course of nursing in 2004, I didn't progress because fish odor syndrome took over. When it started getting warmer weather, people were smelling my condition in the classroom. I never went back. I was too scared. I was petrified for my life. I didn't like it. I didn't like hearing the comments, and it's so hurtful and stuff. So I haven't got a normal life like everybody else. I haven't got a normal. I wake up in the morning, I build up with confidence, and I pretend that I haven't got it, because I've got a right to live a normal life. You know what I mean? I've got a right to live a normal life. Then, I mean, one of my mates I went swimming with, he knows I've got the condition. And so he says to me, before I told him, he says to me, I thought he could smell fish and chips in the changing rooms. So when I'm getting changed in there, I probably stink the old changing room out. But that's why I go when there's not a lot of people about, you see. So it is very hard to, when I can't use a proper gym, I have to use my exercise bike. So there's lots of issues and lots of problems that I've got to deal with in my life. And people think, oh, Mark's got an easy life, he lives on benefits, why can't he get a job? Well, I've got other things to worry about. I've got problems with this fish odor syndrome. That's why I probably have to go on this undateable program and go on some more dates. I've got women friends. I mean, I've got the woman from Edinburgh. She's a lovely woman. She likes me a lot, so she probably will accept me for who I am, and I'll probably end up being with her for the rest of my life. Because I can't. Oh, I didn't ask to be born, and I didn't leave school. Say I'm going to be on benefits for the rest of my life. I hate being on benefits. It's horrible. It's a horrible life living on benefits. People might think, oh, it's a good life. It's not a good life. I've got nothing to do most days. Do you know what I mean? It's not a nice life. I want to. If I didn't have fish odour syndrome, I could have been a qualified nurse by now when I was doing access course in nursing in 2004. I could have been working in hospital now, doing shifts, night shifts, day shifts, working on a children's ward, looking after children. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to do something good in life, but this fish odour syndrome has took over my life, and I can't do things like other people can. So people have to understand what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a blog on Facebook and YouTube, and I will tell people every day what sort of day I've had and what I have to go through, and I'll give you a score between 0 and 10. So if it's a bad day, it's 10. If it's a good day, I give you a 5 or a 6. So at least you know what sort of day I'm having. I need to tell people about it. I don't tell everybody about it, only my friends on Facebook and YouTube. I've told some staff at the Elf Spa where I go as well, because I don't want to be leaving there and leaving a bad smell, and then they're all talking about me. So they know my condition at the Elf Spa, so if I do smell bad one day, they'll understand about my condition. They're not going to laugh and joke about me, because that's the worst feeling that is when you hear someone whisper and laugh and joke about you, or you don't wash. When I do wash, because some people smell it, some people don't. So I'm just trying to tell you what I have to go through every day. I can stay in my own environment. I don't want to keep staying in, because when you stay in, you get depressed. So it is a hard life to live with, and it does bother me some days. I have to put a brave face on. You know what I mean? I've got good friends out there in real life who accept me for who I am, but I'm not ashamed to say it. I mean, I was ashamed to tell people about it, but I had to tell YouTube last year about my fish odour, because people saying to me, why am I on benefits, get a job, and now getting trolled to foot all over YouTube over it, right? And it's not a nice life. Listen, when your body smells of fish all the time, see, I can meet women who, listen, you get some people what can smell it and some people can't. Sometimes I get with a woman who can't smell it, and that's good for me, because then she can't smell it. Some women can. It's luck of the draw. But there's no cure for fish odour syndrome. You can go on diets, but I've got a strong odour one. There's different levels. There's no cure. So I've accepted my life. I got diagnosed in 2005. I've accepted it. I get on with my life as best as I can. I'm a positive person. I'm cheerful. I always look on the bright side, because there's always some people worse off than me. I'm more disabled inside, and my condition is misunderstood. Right? And if friends and family know about it, then at least makes my life a lot easier. My friend who I hang around with in the daytime, he knows I've got the condition, and he tells me that some days it's bad, some days it's good, but he understands. So I'm only explaining things about fish odour syndrome. It's called TMAU. That's the main word. If you type in TMAU on Google and read about the condition, if people do more research on it and see what I have to go through. Because don't forget, I'm a vulnerable person. I mean, I get suicidal thoughts over it. Do you know what I mean? Someone wants to tip me over the edge. I could end up taking my life one day, but I don't want to take my life one day. Do you know what I mean? Having a crap life. And people giving me abuse all the time on YouTube and stuff. People don't know what I have to go through. If you live with me 24/7 for a good couple of months and sleep in the same room as me, and smell my, and come in the car with me 24/7 like my mate does. My mate comes in the car nearly every day when I pick my mate up, and he can smell my condition, and so, but it's nice. I like my mate to tell me about things, because sometimes I can't smell it, because I'm used to it. I brush my teeth regular, I shower every day, and that's how it is. So I need to explain to people what I have to go through. And from now on, in the future, I will be uploading more videos, one video per day, to explain what I've gone through with the fish odour syndrome. Have I heard any remarks? But if I tell people about it in real life, then if one day I do smell, they aren't going to take the piss out of me because they know I've got a condition that I've got to live with. It's difficult to live with. I mean, this I can go swimming, and the chlorine helps me out a bit, and if I put a bit of menthol in the steam room, that helps me out a bit as well. But I can't use a proper gym. You know what I mean? I'd be a lot fitter by now if I did. And I'm making a good effort. I did buy an exercise bike for £25 off Gumtree, and I am doing my exercise bikes at least 4 times a week, so that's helping me out. So I just need to explain things. So please people, just back off and just get on with your own life. Don't need to send me any abuse, because end of the day is you're picking on somebody who's got some disabilities, and end of the day is you wouldn't take the piss out of somebody in a wheelchair, would you? My disabilities are inside, but I try and live a normal life because I've got a right to live a normal life. I've got a right to try and do the best I can in my life. I don't dwell on it. I like to get up in the morning and pretend that I've not got it. I try and say to myself, and I forget about it. You see, because when I fill in forms, I'm only going to fill in forms, and I'm only going to put down what I put down last time. I don't like to be reminded of my condition sometimes. Anyway, I just thought I'd explain a few things and get a few things off my chest. All have a good day, take care, and look after yourself, and be good. And like and subscribe, and become my friend on Facebook and YouTube.